Hey everybody, this is PD, and in this video we are going to talk about some misconceptions that people have about Solo Queue ranked in League of Legends. So first of all, this is actually a preliminary video that's going to lead into a series of videos I'm going to have later that's actually going to be all about Solo Queue and how you can improve your experience as a League of Legends player. So to start this discussion, we're actually going to have to assume something right at the beginning, and that's that Elo Hell doesn't actually exist. So since at this point Riot themselves has released a lot of information on this, I'm not going to go over it, but basically I'm hoping that we all understand that Elo Hell is kind of just something we make up in our minds, and it's just been disproven that it's not an actual thing. Now, I'm not saying that all the people that go around and spout, "Get good, scrub," are any more experts on the topic than the people who believe that they're stuck where they are in League of Legends Solo Queue ranked. And that's because of one simple fact that I tend to agree with people who believe in Elo Hell on. Solo Queue is bullshit. And I mean this in the most lighthearted way possible. In fact, I would say that Solo Queue falls somewhere on the bullshit scale between, let's say, roulette and poker. So to further explain that comparison, roulette is basically just a game of complete and utter chance. Poker, however, while it has some chance variables in it of course, is a game where your personal skill level can actually take you pretty far. So Solo Queue falls in the middle of the scale, I'd say a bit leaning more towards the poker side of things. And this is just because there's so much chance that comes into the equation once you decide to hit that Solo Queue ranked button. In fact, when you click that play button, you're taking a lot of chances. I might not get the position I want to play. Someone on my team might troll and insta-lock jungle Soraka. My mid laner's house might catch on fire and he might have to leave during the middle of the game. But what we have to realize as League of Legends players, and the only way we can actually improve ourselves, is that everybody who plays League experiences all of these things. So when you apply to this equation a little discipline I like to call statistics, and you control for all these factors that could basically go in or out of your favor, the only thing that's left over to determine if you move up or down is your own personal skill level and impact on the game. The issue with this is that people aren't willing to dedicate the proper amount of time or effort it requires for your Solo Queue rank to reflect your own personal skill level. So instead, we look for excuses to explain why we haven't gotten there yet. These trolls are keeping me down, man. My bot lane feeds every game, it's impossible to win. And we make excuses upon excuses upon excuses. And we do this because we want to explain to people why we haven't reached our goal yet. We get embarrassed of the number next to our name and try to look for other reasons to explain it. When really, the answer isn't embarrassing at all. Chances are, most of us haven't played enough games to reflect our own personal skill level yet. To be honest, I have no idea how big the sample size needs to be to do this, but it's probably thousands of games. Especially if your personal skill level is around a gold level player, but you're somehow stuck in silver. You hear stories, of course, of players that are Diamond 1 who take accounts from the bottom of Bronze all the way to the top of Diamond 1. These players, though, are an anomaly. Most of these players are familiar enough with Solo Queue at a high level to understand how to carry games at lower elo ranges. So while yes, it might be easy for this Diamond 1 player to carry an account out of Bronze, if you're stuck in Bronze but your actual skill level is around Silver, it's going to be harder for you to get out of that, and it's probably going to take you a lot more games. The important thing to take out of this, though, is that there are factually a lot of things that are out of your control in Solo Queue. But it seems that as you increase your skill level, it decreases the effect that these types of things have on your Solo Queue rank. Honestly, I was probably like most of you. I used to get very upset at Solo Queue ranked. It made me really angry and upset that there were just so many times where I would just dump 20 to 40 minutes of time into a game that was just lost due to factors that were completely out of my control. Lately, though, I've gotten over it, and it's because I understand that this law of averages applies to everybody. Yes, I get angry, and yes, I tilt just like everybody else who plays League. But once you accept that a lot of these factors are completely out of your control, you can stop focusing on them so much and just focus on your own gameplay. That insta-lock jungle Soraka? Just report him and move on. The Garen, who somehow went 0-9 versus Poppy in lane? Maybe wait a few minutes and then queue up again. One guy who literally will not shut the fuck up whenever somebody makes a bad play? Yeah, you know that guy? Yeah, we all know that guy. Mute him and focus on your own game. Try and focus as much as you can on your own actions because you can't control the actions of others. Here I have a list of characteristics which I believe make an optimal Solo Queue player. As I stated earlier, I'm going to go over each and every one of these characteristics more in depth in an upcoming series I have, which will hopefully help all of you improve your Solo Queue experiences. Until then, please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can also follow me on the following social media networks: Facebook, Twitter, and that's going to let you guys have more updates and let you know when the next few videos are coming out. Until then, remember to stay positive and good luck in reaching your goals. I'm PD, thanks for listening.